Okay, so let's wrap this up with the last little bit on dreams. Okay, so dreams are something that's not fully understood. We're not fairly certain why they actually occur or what their function is, or if they even serve a function. Um, it's also really tough to research dreams, as you could probably imagine, though it has gotten better. So a long time ago, well, not super long, but before we kind of understood the issues of REM sleep and the different non-REM cycles, you basically just had people after they woke up saying, okay, what do you remember from your dreams? And most of the time people don't remember anything, right? You probably don't remember a lot of your dreams. It at least got better when we're going to discover the issue of REM sleep and know that most dreams seem to happen during REM sleep. So what you can do, at least now, is have someone in the lab, have them go to sleep, and then when they're in REM sleep, which you can tell from the EEG, you can wake them up and then try to get them to report what they saw, or sorry, what they dreamed. This is at least an improvement. But as we'll actually, let me come back to this, but you'll kind of understand why this is still not super reliable, because we don't know. It's not like a standard memory test where you can kind of get an objective sense of what people remember versus what they studied. You're still, with dreams, just relying on what people report. We don't know how well that reflects what they actually experienced in the dream room. Okay, so one theory of dreams was this idea of wish fulfillment, so that dreams basically provide kind of a safety net where we can experience or kind of express things that are just not, we don't want to think about while we're awake, right? So if you have kind of some sort of urge or desire, but you don't want to even think about it, or you don't want to admit it or even think about it consciously because that's too unpleasant, maybe you can do that in your dreams. A lot of this too was about kind of latent content and hidden meaning. So, smoking a cigar in a dream might be reflective of the desire for penises, because everything with Freud was about penises, or a banana might do the same thing. But as you could probably imagine, a lot of this doesn't really support evidence, right? So, or sorry, isn't really supported by evidence. So, I mean, the biggest issue here is like, well, again, how do you really even test that? If dreams reflect unconscious things that we aren't able or willing to admit, even to ourselves, much less the experimenter, why would we, how would the experimenter find that out, right? So if I have this hidden desire that I'm not even comfortable thinking about consciously, why would I tell that to an experimenter? But in general, the Freud theories, this one particular, just doesn't really have any, it's not really supported by evidence, because I don't know how you even would support it by evidence, right? And also just kind of, I think the general idea of dreams kind of reflecting something we desire is certainly true. I could certainly, I mean, well, maybe I'm just giving my own opinion on this. A lot of dreams seem to be negative when you look at the research. A lot of them contain, like, are scary or contain a negative component. So that would be tough to explain when you're just considering dreams being things we want to experience. But I think the basic idea, so that's, but again, as we'll get into in just a minute, it's who even knows how reflective our memories of our dreams are of our actual dreams. But anyways, long story short, yeah, these Freud theories don't really have any support. Um, and again, like, how do you even decide what's symbolic and what it's symbolic of? So how do you know it's a cigar? It's symbolic of a penis, and it's not just a cigar or a desire to smoke, right? That's where it's pretty far-fetched. The other idea is information processing. So this is kind of the idea that dreams just help us sort out the day's events and kind of consolidate our memories. So we definitely know that sleep plays a key role in consolidation and kind of storing memories in really long-term areas. But the dreams actually help us do this. Well, maybe, I mean, maybe the fact that if you dream about things you need to try to consolidate, maybe the dreams were helping you consolidate them. If you're kind of reliving, say, so say you study for an exam and you relive a lot of the stuff you learned through dreams. Well, that would make it seem like dreams are helpful in the consolidation process. So that's definitely a possibility. But a couple of the thing is that that doesn't really explain why we dream about things we haven't experienced or about past events that maybe happened a while ago. That's kind of an issue here. This kind of leads into the bigger issue of how accurate memory of dreams are of the actual dreams. So, for example, if someone wakes up and says, "Oh, I dreamt of something weird, like flying a helicopter, wearing a mascot's outfit," well, how is that? How do we know that that's actually what they dreamt about? Maybe just like a lot of dreams seem weird to us, right? Well, how do we don't even know if just the stuff that we remember from our dreams is the weird stuff. Maybe we relive basically most of our day in our dreams, just as an example, but the stuff that's really weird is all that we remember of our dreams. Again, this is where knowing how accurate, how reflective dreams are of an actual, this is where trying to realize how accurate memories of dreams are of what you actually dreamed about is just, you know, totally unreliable. So who the hell knows? Anyways, physiological function is another one. This is the idea that regular brain stimulation from REM sleep may help develop and preserve neural pathways. So basically, the idea is that if you're dreaming, you're also going to be stimulating various parts of your brain, and um, this is going to allow you to develop and preserve neural pathways. So, and yeah, just stimulating. You just need some sort of stimulation to do this neural path to work on these neural pathways. So dreams will get that job done because it can just be about anything. But then this doesn't really explain why we, at least sometimes, experience meaningful dreams. So if our dream is a little bit more coherent, or not even coherent, but seems to make sense in some way, why is that the case? If we just need any sort of stimulation, we could dream about anything, right? Any sort of stimulation to work on those neural pathways. Why do we sometimes dream about something meaningful? The other theory is that of activation synthesis. So this is the idea that REM sleep triggers neural activity that evokes random visual memories. So in this case, and then basically your brain is going to try and weave those into stories. So basically what's happening is, according to this theory, is that just from REM sleep, you're going to get a lot of random activation of various things. And your brain is trying to basically make sense of those. So it's going to weave it into a story. So if you get all this random activation like mascot, helicopter, flying, your brain tries to make that into a story, right? And you dream about being a mascot flying a helicopter, right? I mean, this makes a lot of sense, but one thing to consider is that it doesn't, maybe the dreams should the dreamers maybe still be able to tell us something then, because your brain is still doing that, trying to make sense of them. So I don't know that that means we can abandon kind of dreams as being all meaningful or telling us anything important, right? So that's one thing to consider. And then the last one is that dreams are really just reflective of cognitive development. So, and this is kind of supported by babies or children's dreams kind of reflecting where they're at cognitively, right? So if they are developed in a certain way, their dreams are going to, maybe their language is developed or not developed, they can kind of, their dreams are going to reflect that, right? So obviously if you have a highly developed language ability, your dreams will probably reflect that. And this kind of suggests that dreams don't really serve an adaptive function, they just reflect where we're at cognitively in our development cycle. I guess if you wanted to argue against this, you could say, well, most things do have a function, right? Why would we have evolved to dream if they don't actually do anything? That's possible too. So bottom line, we're not sure exactly what the function of dreams are. Okay, so just some summary points. There are two main types of sleep. You've got your non-REM sleep and your REM sleep. REM sleep is where you do a lot of most of your dreaming and you're really active on a neural level. Sleep serves many functions. It's really important. A lack of sleep can damage us in so many ways. Research on sleep has allowed us to learn a great deal about a variety of sleep disorders as well. So remember those. And there's several theories about why we dream, but it's really tough to resolve because dreams are so hard to study and we can't really verify the memories of them or how accurate and reflective they are. Okay, see you next time.